Wanted to do a short little video, put something out there. Let's see. I've struggled with depression before, particularly whenever I don't get a call back from someone or I'm not invited to a group. I used to, you know, whenever I was younger, you know, uh, group, or I'll send a text and not receive a reply back, particularly to particular people of interest, like friends and stuff like that. Not so much with family, people who I just assume. Anyways, I would get depressed and I would get anxious. Why didn't they reply back? Why wasn't I invited? Etc. Etc. This past year, being rejected by several different people and seeing psychologists who I would say didn't really help in this matter, I have learned that the most helpful thing in this is balance. I guess it could be related to like the Libra scales and stuff like that. How might balance work in these scenarios? If I send a text and I don't receive a reply back, then instead of worrying about it, know the facts. Well, I guess these could be interpreted as facts. It's number one, it's out there. Number two, they are busy, probably busy. I don't know. That may or may not be the fact. It may be the fact that they saw your text and they didn't want to reply back. So, uh, but balancing one's energy entails a little more than this, and it tells that people have their freedom to do as they do, to be as they are. Uh, so here's the question. So how exactly does balancing work? It is the concept of give and take, or give or take. Give and take. I'll give and put out there, but if I don't receive a feedback, then I'll leave it at that. Uh, I'm not going to worry about spilt milk, or something that I have no control over. I mean, if basically it's like a relationship, if if you are interested in someone and you're waiting for them to call you back all the time, then you're basically putting yourself on hold. Whereas you could be going outside, walking, doing something productive. Um, but if you take a step back and look, if people really showed interest in you, then basically they would also call, text, or not. So whenever we take a step back, we remove ourselves from the situation that would cause us hurt. So we don't care as much whenever whenever someone whenever someone does something hurtful that we deem hurtful to us. Um, I'll give and put out there, but if I don't receive a feedback, then I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to worry about it. People are complex. People change. They're busy. They live busy lives. They're not like, the only one person uh, outside the universe is God, and He alone really can take on all of our burdens, and He has in Christ. So in Christ Jesus, He sent His Son to die on the cross for the sins of His people. So know that there is a being out there that can deal with our hurts and stuff like that. But otherwise, these are ways that has helped me out, and I'm hoping that it could help other people out too. So